and
Mate!
and I was on
If
my way back home, and I fell in a ravine. I landed with half a heart, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do an episode here.
oh, oh, ravines.
Now I just need to
Just
fill her
leave.
out.
Just run away. Do ravines like that exist in real life?
Probably. What's the Grand Canyon?
That is true, but they're no. But see, these ravines happen underground.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up. Ravine IRL.
Now continuing back home. Gonna educate us.
I'm planning on it at least. Luckily, there is a very large. No, not at all. Nope. Thank you, Wikipedia, for that half a page of nothing. So, ravines are customarily formed by rivers, and that is it.
That's all it said.
Basically, it's like a chasm of rock formed by a river.
I
I
really
ain't
don't
seen
know
no
where I am.
river. What?
I really don't know where I am. Oh, wait, there's an Extreme Hills. Okay,
Go for it. Run.
okay. I live in an Extreme Hills. I know
I
that.
I can get back and help you get back because I know where you live,
Don't worry
at
about it.
least.
It's more fun for me to explore.
To struggle like a peasant.
Oh, yep, there's my tunnel from my mine shaft.
Very good. Oh yeah, I remember. I actually saw that.
Did you? Yeah, what'd you think of it?
I thought it was good. Yeah, I did some poking around your base when I was setting my prank up. So
Oh,
yeah.
maybe or maybe not. He saw my hidden chest.
What?
Sweet.
What?
I may or may not have a hidden chest.
Why? Why would you even have a hidden
I don't
chest?
have a hidden chest.
Oh,
I
I was
just know
gonna
that you're
say.
familiar with me having hidden chests.
Yeah, always, always. Back when we used to play on servers, there was a server called Anarchy. And it was like it's my favorite server I played on it. And the way it worked is it was like you would just do whatever you wanted. It was anarchy basically,
Yeah, then hence the name.
surprisingly. And
True to the
it
name.
was I enjoyed it quite a lot.
We should
I
go
miss
on
the old
that
anarchy
sometimes.
days. Yeah, I don't know if it exists still. I couldn't find it.
We'll have to look
But
it up.
yeah.
It's a fun
But
leisure
but
thing.
yeah.
Go ahead.
But basically on this server we had this little base that we lived in. And I think this was actually our first co-op thing. And I
It
remember,
was your first co-op with me.
yeah, our first. That's what our means.
Oh, okay. I
No,
thought
but
you were just collectively saying that it was the both of us, our first.
yeah,
But go on.
but yeah, and so Alex, we're doing our thing, and I'm of course doing all the hard work on the base, building it, not mining, not gathering resources, and this guy, he decides that he's gonna make a secret room to hide his stuff in. Isn't that right, Alex? The builder of secret rooms. And lucky for me, X-ray was a thing back then, and I found
Shh.
it. Which you didn't know. You just knew that I stumbled upon it. But it's time that we be real here.
Well, I I mean it was a good thing for the fact that we were on an anarchy server.
Yeah, that is true. Anarchy and anything goes.
We got raided there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So basically, the next thing that happened on that is I found this really nice island. It was like plains, and it had a little forest in the middle, and it was really
I
nice.
really liked that island.
Yeah, and I think I wrote down the seed somewhere, but it's definitely gone at this point. But I remember I made these two nice cottages there. And we had a base and stuff we were building. So we had a like collective base area, but we also had two cottages.
Uh-huh.
And we had some other people who joined us very very shortly because we were raided.
Yep.
And the people who raided us, they like torched everything and they
Yep, they
like
just burned it all down.
it was terrible. And I remember I had a pink sheep, Pinky,
Yeah,
and
Pinky was slain.
I had to kill Pinky and collect the wool so that he could live on.
Yeah,
Um,
that was really rude of them.
yeah, it's on that server, and this is some good background too on that. We were probably at least 30,000 blocks from spawn.
Yeah, Ben did a really long trek to get there.
Yeah, it's on those kind of servers, you've got to go these like ungodly distances.
Mm,
And you can't even have above ground bases because people will just walk those long distances to find bases to raid.
yeah, it took me, I think it was like 5 real-time days for
Yeah,
me
it
to
was.
actually get there because it was so long to navigate. Plus, I was pretty bad at traveling, and I didn't really get too much like food on the way. I was bad. It was early Minecraft days for me.
Yeah, I think it was 1.4, I want to say.
I think it was 1.5.2.
Okay, gotcha.
But it was early days for me because I just hadn't played in so long.
Yeah,
And
it
Ben's
was a
like,
struggle.
"Hey, we're gonna play on the Anarchy server, and I'm gonna go like 10,000 miles out." Oh, actually, we had two bases on there. I
Oh
remember.
yeah,
The
yeah.
first place you went was pretty far out as is, but you went further out for that island. But the
Oh
first
yeah.
place he was like, okay, go out here. And so it took me a while to get there. And then when I did get there, all there was this little circle and a giant stone tree.
Yeah, so this is some very good background on that as well. Is this is the base where he made his it was your
Yep,
secret hidden room thing.
yep. And
And
that's the
so
first time I messed with redstone.
yeah,
I
and
made a
I
redstone entrance. Go
it was
ahead.
nice. I improved it, but I remember for that. I like circles a lot to build with. They're just gratifying. So I made this little circle in the ground, made a little wall around it, and it was kind of nice looking. But I wanted to make a mob spawner in the middle so that we could get mob loot. And I didn't know you had to light up caves at that point, so it like had zero output.
Uh huh.
But I remember I made this thing out of cobblestone, and it was just huge and disgusting looking.
It was a tree, a giant
Yeah,
cobblestone tree.
and it was actually Etho's design, an
Oh,
Ethos lab mob farm
I
design.
think that was before I knew Etho.
Yeah, and it's not that great a design in my opinion. It's really good if you're on a budget, but I ain't believe in budget.
Yeah,
Live like a king.
so Ben was like, I'm gonna go find somewhere else to be. He told me to stay there for a while, and then he
Yeah.
finally found a place, and I had to like demolish everything that was important there and take it with me. There was quite a lot of stuff we had there.
Yeah, it was I remember actually. It was I think I made you wait there 5 days while I made those two cottages.
Yeah, he had me wait
Five
there
IRL
until
days.
until he actually established the place. I had to stay at the other one, and I was just
Yeah.
kind of bored, not knowing what to do. Uh, I actually vividly remember that place.
Yeah, it was so do I. I really enjoyed Anarchy.
That was because it kind of gives you that feeling of like, what if someone shows up?
Yeah, well, see the thing is with that, like the one thing I think the reason I got out of Anarchy servers is because I didn't like that the only real way to live was in an underground base.
Yeah,
Like you
that's
can't
not fun.
yeah, you can't build to your full potential on that.
But I really did like having the overworld base and just
Yeah.
like always wondering, is someone gonna show up?
Yeah, and another thing that was fun was raiding other people. Like at the same time, you would live in fear of people raiding you and you'd be like, I wish no one would raid me. But at the same time, like if you stumble upon someone, you'd still raid them. Like
See, I wanted to be like those nice raider kind of people and just like maybe take the good stuff because that's kind of what you do and
yeah.
not trash the place.
Yeah, you don't do any of that except you do break out the windows and take all the torches. That is
No.
what because of that, that just it's just gratifying. Like you didn't actually break anything all that substantial, and they probably didn't have windows, but you just caused a lot of trouble by taking out the torches.
It's mean.
Yeah, well, at least they still have a base.
Yeah, those guys like took flint and steel to every bit of wood we had on there and then just brought out buckets of lava.
Yeah, it was. No, do you know what? I remember. I think the most evil thing you could do when the guy who owned the server when he would get on it, the best thing to do would just be to go to spawn, or to just get off, because he would go into creative mode and just teleport to people and just trash their base.
Did he really do that?
Dude, he was terrifying.
I never noticed him do that.
There was this day he got on where people were like, "Oh my god, he's teleporting to my base," and I was just like, "I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna hide." And so I went to spawn because that was you. You had a slash home command and a
Yeah.
slash spawn command, and yeah,
We should look that up, see if it's still around.
yeah. I'm gonna do that right now, just on my
Okay.
Chromebook.
Yeah, we might play that in our leisure time. And
That would,
if there are people watching that would like to join us, they
yeah,
can
they
find
can,
us there.
and you can blur out the coordinates if we do that.
I don't think we'll be recording it.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I don't think that's worth recording because we're already doing this.
Yeah.
Maybe every so often we might record to have little update things, or if something we know is gonna happen,
Uh
I might record it just for the fun of it. But I don't know.
huh.
Oh,
I don't think it exists from what I can tell.
oh, that was such a fun server.
Yeah, all the ones I'm finding they're faction based.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, I've
And I
faction is just it's like the airsoft of Minecraft.
and I really hated those servers with the ideas of you buy your own land and no one can touch it.
Yeah,
Like,
even though it is
ugh.
it is kind of cool to see how people get around it. There's actually because what they'll do is they'll cover their base in water so you can't like shoot TNT.
Mhm.
But you can actually make cannons that get around that by shooting sand in addition to TNT. It's pretty cool.
I think that's a very wussy way of playing.
Yeah, it's not if don't call it anarchy if they're factions
Yeah,
or whatever that is.
yeah. If you have your own base protection stuff, that's not anarchy.
It's just weak.
I like the idea of anarchy, but I don't like the idea when people are terrible about it. Like the first like 2,000 radius block area is just trashed.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Except I think that's what gives anarchy some character.
It just looks bad and it's not fun for me.
Yeah, I do remember though that they would reset the map every 3 months.
Did they?
Yeah, that was the only thing I disliked about that is how often they would reset the map.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe sometime in the future, actually, I would set up a server like that.
that'd be cool. I like the sound of a full hostile anarchy type dealio. I think in a fixed area with everyone, that would be interesting.
Hmm.
Fixed, cause then you don't have all the traveling junk, but then you have the whole issue of you're getting raided and it's
I would have a very wide fixed area.
yeah, it would be like 50,000 blocks or something.
It'd be pretty big.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like dinky.
Yeah, depending upon the size of the number of people, it'd be pretty big.
Yeah,
I don't know. See, we'll
that'd be
see
cool.
soon. See,
Yeah.
we will see. I really want. I One of the things that I just okay, real talk here. One of the
Real
things
talk.
that I just like really want to do is just build a community.
Yeah,
I've
well,
talked to you about this before, but I just want to build a community.
I feel that. And that's one of the things. An anarchy server, I don't feel like you can do that through that. I
I think it's a one thing and then the other. It's like you have to build the community, then make the server,
yeah.
rather than build the community off the server.
Uh-huh.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I
I
want
I
to
know it
build
can
a
be
community.
yeah, I know that you can do it through a server though. I think
Yeah,
I've
definitely.
it's like on Pirates Online, what I was telling you about earlier.
Uh-huh.
That game.
I don't think that was on the recording.
Oh, so I was just mentioning the fact that there was this game back in the day that I was pretty good at. I was a level 60 pirate on that, which is pretty high level stuff.
You get levels on that? Oh god.
Yeah, dude, and the levels they basically like they let you get higher health obviously, but you can also use good weapons and get different types of weapons.
Uh-huh.
So like I had grenades and like a voodoo staff. It was a blast.
Hmm.
But on this game, the community was like you would have loved it. The community was like the most tight knit thing in the world.
Hmm. I like
The only
that.
issue is you couldn't say certain words. You couldn't use numbers in the game. You couldn't say any real life names because it was like family friendly game.
Okay.
So it was like you couldn't give out personal info and stuff.
Okay.
But like it made it hard to type because if you had a typo, it would just say arg in the place of the typoed word. So you'd be like, "My name is Arg. I live at Arg Avenue." Like it's just a pain.
It's understandable, but
Yeah.
yeah, communities when it's a good community, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
I just, you have
I
no
feel
idea
that.
how much I want to make a community. And
That
it
would
doesn't
be,
matter what the platform is. I just want to make a
yeah.
community.
You should get. There's actually a project. I was reading up on this today. That's why I'm talking about this pirate game. But
Uh,
there was actually on a forum I was reading. There are people who are trying to code and make the game so that it can happen again. So you could get on the ground floor of that and be the god of Pirates of the Caribbean Online and play with a bunch of old man children
old man children.
because that's the only people who are going to remember the game by the time it's finished probably.
Yeah, it's like it's so cool.
I
Like I
feel
don't
that.
like the ideas I've gotten of building a community. I don't exactly want to be like a worshipped guy on a community. I just
Yeah.
want to like have it a friendly area where people are like, "Hey, how's it going?" And then you can interact with them like mostly I want it to be in a game. Like I've seen similar to how you described the Pirates game. I've
Yeah.
seen with World of Warcraft kind of stuff that people are really tight knit in certain
Yeah, I
spots.
think RuneScape is like that too to an extent.
Mm. And
Yeah.
it just like when there's an economy involved, people get really tight knit.
Yeah. I think
Um,
it's really when they're like guilds. I think
yeah,
that's the big
guilds.
thing. Guilds are really the factor.
Yeah, it's just like the Lords of Minecraft server that has a very tight knit community with like
It
the big
does.
regulars.
Yeah.
I wish I was a big regular on there. I tried to be, but then it just ate too much of my time. I was like, no, I can't keep up with this. It
Yeah.
was too changing
That's
too quickly.
yeah.
But still, I enjoyed it while I was part of it.
Yeah, I feel that.
And it's just cool.
Yeah. It's yeah, I miss that game to death. Man, I'm telling you, like Disney, if you're listening to this, bring back Pirates of the Caribbean Online. There's actually a petition. They need a 500,000 signatures, and right now they have a whopping 2,500. So
There's
I call
seriously a
that
petition.
progress.
There's a petition on this.
Yeah, there's a petition. There was some TV show that was discontinued, and it was petitioned and brought back.
Mm.
But I don't think this game's ever gonna come back.
I I don't know. Like I've in addition to building a community, another big thing of mine is I want to make a game that's like a
Yeah.
big MMO.
Oh,
Like
that'd
I
be
like oh if
dude. If you can make it like that game, you would make a lot of money.
then it doesn't even have to be like a money driven thing. It could be 100% free for all I
Yeah,
care.
and that would be what made it because that was I'm just gonna keep talking about pirates, but that game, the only downside is there were premium accounts, and even though you had to pay like $8 a month, it was worth it. It was worth every penny. It was great.
Uh
And towards the end, that's when it really started to get like community driven,
mm,
because like everyone on there wasn't like these kids who saw it like on a commercial because it was no longer being advertised.
yeah.
It was like people with like good accounts, and it was just great. It was amazing. Miss that game.
Yeah, like with with my ideas, it's like as if I were an actual artist, I would make so many great paintings and pictures and all
Yeah,
that. It's like that with games. If I had the ability to do it, I would make such a fantastic game. I have like no you have no idea the ideas that like rattle through my brain
yeah, dude.
so
I'm
many
telling you,
times.
in college, get that programming.
I'm gonna look into it because I've also been looking into computer engineering and all that,
Oh yeah.
and that goes alongside with it.
Uh-huh.
Um, so I don't know, like maybe I'll like if I'm gonna pursue that on the
Yeah.
side, I'll put in like a little programming or game design kind of stuff
Yeah.
because like with the amount of content that and the stuff that I watch and do, like all these like online series, YouTube channels, all that, all
Mhm.
of them like they come together in my brain. I'm like, oh, if I could get like the best of all this together, I could make
Yeah.
one fantastic thing.
It'd be great. Yeah, it's you should look into that. I think actually though, software design or software engineer, I think that's where it's at.
Mm.
for that.
Well, I also gotta think of a thing that of a idea that's more stable and runs alongside with it. Like
Yeah.
IT. IT's pretty stable and
Yeah, well,
also runs
actually,
alongside.
like computer and like software engineers, they make a pretty good amount of money normally.
No, I
That's a
mean
good.
I mean stable as in I won't I will quickly or easily be able to find a job.
Yeah, I know. I know. With those ones, there's ample jobs.
Okay.
My cousin actually, she is a something. She's a programmer,
She's
but
something.
out of college, she has a job at Google right now.
That's impressive.
And she started in college actually, late in college. She started her sophomore year, I think,
Nice.
programming, and she's now at Google. Like 2 years.
Kudos.
It's insane. And then there's us.
Well, I've got big aspirations and ideas, so
Yeah,
if I have the availability to do it, I will.
that
Like
would be ballin'.
you can hear my word right now. I will do this. I will make a game that is going to like have its own platform.
Pirates, Alex.
It's not
Make
necessarily going to be
pirates.
about pirates, but it's going to have all the things that I ever thought of. Like if
Yeah,
I know you don't watch this series. I tried getting you to watch it, but I don't think
yeah,
you got interest into it. It's a web series that originated on Newgrounds, Tome. What it's based off of is like a video game platform, and a story happens along with it.
yeah. But you can choose not to follow it, right?
No. The game. Sorry, the story is not the game. The
Okay.
story is of the people playing the game. Like
Oh,
it's a
gotcha.
it's a story within a story,
Okay.
sort of thing. And they're just like playing this game that's got like cool platform and all that. But the main idea that I found cool with it was the character customization and like positional audio kind of stuff. It just
Yeah,
if you saw, you would 100% understand what I'm trying to convey. But
yeah,
everything about it I just loved. I was like, if this can be a real game, I would play it.
yeah. That
Uh,
sounds really cool. I
okay.
think.
Okay, before we go on to more of a tangent, I'm gonna cut it short. I'm sorry.
Okay, wait. There's one. Nope, nope. There is
No,
nothing
I'm sorry.
left.
We gotta cut it.
All
Okay.
right.
Whew. This was a really long tangent. It just kept going, and we gotta settle it down.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
That's the end of the episode. Thank you all for watching. I've been Secret Stan,
And Flamesmith.
and we will see you all next time. Hope you
Bye.
enjoyed. Bye.
Bye.